What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Soko for coming through and boosting up the coins. So we got the leaked face off Beterbiev versus Bivol to Artur Beterbiev. Yeah. Artur, I'm hard, battered Bivol's head. That's a good one still. That wasn't my bar there. Salute. Anyway, listen. The face-off. I'm not going to play it all, because most of it was dead, but there was some... The clips I've got for you, man, were banging. So bear in mind, we're going to start off with the first clip, yeah, which is basically... They're playing the video in the latter rounds of Beterbiev giving Bivol the work, and they're getting the fighters to react to it. So here we go. You can see the subtitles here. Bash.
Incorporeal. It's a damaging round from Bivol's point of view. Beterbiev can't miss.
Well, was it a particularly draining fight, Dmitry? Because it was so. Was it hard on hard on your body? Were you very tired at the end?
I just should show more.
Yeah, okay.
But it wasn't because of the tired.
And what about you, Art?
It wasn't because of the tired. Stop playing, Bivol. You was goosed in there. Yeah, let's not make out. Don't get me wrong. There was a few homosexuals, a few boxing, poorly power Malinaji sexuals who were like, yeah, woo, 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 woo. He's in control and he knows he's won the first 10 rounds, so he's taking it off. No, he was finished. He had nothing left in there. Seriously, I've done a bit of boxing sparring, and when you got nothing left, you got nothing left. And he had nothing left in there. He was fish food, literally. Anyway, 2-2s. Watch this one here now. Beterbiev punks him. This is proper brutal bars from Beterbiev. Get ready for this one.
Artur, were you tired at the end?
I prefer if we have a couple rounds more.
15 rounds?
Yeah.
Old school?
Yeah.
He wants more rounds on him. So Bivol's saying, no, I wasn't tired. He was tired. And Beterbiev says, no, I want more rounds. Yeah? I want a long... Next time, listen, Beterbiev rang Turkey and told him, I want a longer go on this guy. 36 minutes. Donkey Konging this dude wasn't enough. No, did he? Give me the extra 9 minutes. Yeah, people, like I said before, Beterbiev watched my videos. Who else was talking about 15 rounds? It was me. No, not even one corny dude talking about 50 rounds. It was me. I was the one who said 15 rounds. Bash. And if it was 15 rounds, Beterbiev was legitimately just getting going. Now you can say, well, YB, he knows it's 12 rounds. He should have started earlier. Today, people, in a real fight, to the end, right? There's no rounds. You go till it's over. And if we had gone till it's over, there was only one dude coming out who is butt in the air. Yeah? It was Bivol. He was finished. And he's going to get... Seriously. By the time we get to the end of this video, I've told you now. I told you before, I'm going big on Beterbiev. But after I heard this, he ain't playing no more with this guy. He ain't playing even a bit. Anyway, keep listening.
But you told me you're not a student of boxing, but now you're talking about 15 rounds.
Yeah, but because I'm not a good boxer, I need more rounds.
Because you need more rounds to improve.
Yeah.
So what happens as this one reaches its climax?
The last round was unbelievable. It was standing ovation. People were just so excited. Can you enjoy being in a round like that, Dmitry? Is there such a thing as enjoyment in a hard round?
I'm enjoying when people like how I'm fighting, when my corner is happy, I'm enjoying.
You enjoy that. And what about you, Artur? Can you enjoy a hard round?
Yeah, not bad. Not perfect, but it's not bad.
They go at it to the final bell. Bivol brilliant in patches tonight. Does he truly believe he's done enough?
So at the end, Dmitry, did you feel you had done enough to win the decision?
I had these feelings, but it doesn't matter which feelings you have. But at the same time, I felt that I had to do better. This, that.
And what about you, Artur? Were you confident that you would get the decision?
Yes, but it's like first time in my boxing career, like
the distance
and to listening.
That after the fight. But I don't remember exactly, but I wanted, of course, when the athlete is losing, of course, he wants revenge.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm the same.
What were you thinking? Because since then, you're 1 year older. Are you thinking maybe that it's time to walk away? Are you thinking about walking away at some point?
We'll see. I like my words.
Yeah, I do like your words, yeah. And if you had have got the decision on the night and it had been tight, would you have given Artur a rematch?
Why I should think what if this, what if that? We are in reality now.
So could we have a third fight?
Like you ask him about if he give me a rematch.
Yeah.
I think no.
You don't think so?
No.
If Dmitry win, you think he would not give you a rematch?
No.
Why do you say that, Artur?
I think like
Just your gut.
I know
But the two of you...
That's a violent, honestly, yeah. I got a video coming in the next few days. Dubois had another sit down with Parker. And a lot of you man say, oh, Beterbiev's boring, yeah. I'm not interested in the rah so much, to be honest. Like Benavidez, for example. When Benavidez is in front of Morel and he's saying F you, F you, F you. It's like generic. But when someone sits there, for me this is priceless. I won't laugh at, or it won't titillate me hearing Benavidez shouting and pushing and pulling. When someone sits there and says, Beterbiev doesn't speak the best English, yeah? But for him to interject and say, that was Bivol's question. Steve Bunt said to Bivol, if you'd have won, would you have given the rematch? Bivol responds saying, oh, well, I'm not going to think about what ifs, maybes. Beterbiev interjects, he wasn't even being questioned. He don't even speak English. But he knew, someone in his heart told him, hey, let me let the fans know, man, this guy didn't want no more. I'm telling you now, from his point of view, he didn't want no rematch if he'd have won. If he'd have been able to nick them belts, he'd have been out of there. Now, I'm not gonna lie, obviously. The future is the future. There was no rematch clause, though. There was no rematch clause. And I wouldn't have been shocked. After what we saw there, what is in it for Bivol? It's not like Beterbiev's Canelo. What's in it for him, apart from another whooping? Yeah? But I rate Beterbiev, because he knows what's going on here. He knows what's going on here. He knows what's going on. He knows what he felt in there. That said, though, obviously, if Bivol pulls it off, fair play to him, but I'm more confident now. Even more confident. He knows what's up. When you get in there with someone, you know what's up. And Beterbiev, he knows what's up. He knows what he smelt and tasted in there. Pause. Yeah, when you taste sweetness, this is what it is. He's sweet. There's no other way of putting it. Bivol is sweet to Beterbiev. That's what Beterbiev's saying. Beterbiev saying, listen, I'm telling you what he's thinking, because I know what he's thinking. Because I saw him for the last 4 rounds running around the place. He didn't want no more. He didn't want no more. That's a fact. Whether you think I'm biased or I'm sucking Beterbiev off or not, it's fact. Yeah? He didn't want no more. He didn't want no more. He did not. He was he was running around the place for them last few rounds. Fair play to him, though. It is hard fighting when you're knackered. It is hard. But nonetheless, he lost the fight, is the point. Whether you get knackered and it's hard and you did well to stay up on your feet, it don't mean you win the fight. He was finished in there. Proper finished. Anyway, there's one more violation coming up.
You together are just in the ring. It's magic, the two of you.
we'll see. I'm really interesting.
So
We'll see it again.
has your opinion of Artur changed since the fight, during the fight, post-fight?
I don't know. I don't care. Does he changed or not? I have to work on myself. I should make some changes.
So you're only worried about Dmitry Bivol's changes?
That doesn't matter. If you worry about somebody else, it will be draining. You should worry about yourself.
But can you step back and look at that fight and say, that is an unbelievable fight? Can you allow yourself to do that, Dmitry?
I could tell that it was a good fight for people because I see that people...
Anyway, Bivol's boring the pants off me. I'm going to skip now to the last few seconds when Bunt says to Beterbiev and Bivol, can I get a handshake? Peep this one here.
No.
Will you shake hands for me today?
No.
No? Okay. That's fine. That's good. Artur?
Bunsey shook, man. Bunsey shook. Normally Bunsey, yeah, he'd be like, no, come on, handshake. For me, that's a humiliation ritual as well, by the way, folks. That's a humiliation ritual. Why are these guys got to shake hands? Shake hands for what? Yeah? Shake hands for what? Exactly. What are you trying to prove here? Humiliation, Kabbalah ritual, that one there.
It's been a pleasure. Dmitry,
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
So it's actually Beterbiev who says no first. Beterbiev says no, and then Bivol's like, no. I'm telling you now, if Beterbiev had to put his hand out, Bivol would have shaked it. Now, you can say, obviously, reading into this is bollocks, essentially, folks. It means nothing. But still, Beterbiev setting pace. If Bivol had said yes and stuck his hand out, then you can say it's whatever. But Bivol was following his daddy's lead. Oh, Beterbiev said no, so I'm going to say no and pretend I'm... Beterbiev said no for a reason. The reason Beterbiev said no is not because he's probably one of the most humble guys in the game. He didn't say no just to be a dick. Beterbiev said no because Beterbiev knows what Bivol knows. Yeah? So for Bivol's team to come out after that fight saying, it was that dude Ramzan Kadyrov who patterned up the scam, the robbery. On a sportsmanship basis, Beterbiev saying to Bivol, listen man, you should have had your team on point because you know what you went through in there. Yeah? And if an honest man who knew what he went through in there should have told his team, hey man, sit down somewhere. This ain't the time to do it because I got punched up. He earned them belts because Bivol knows. Bivol knows, man. He knows. When was the last time you saw him running around the ring like he about to get stopped? You ain't never seen that before. No man runs around the ring like they're about to get stopped, yeah? Unless they're about to get stopped. We've seen him putting the beats on Canelo. He knows what he saw in there. So it was a disrespect. Yeah. And Beterbiev, I rate Beterbiev as well. I've got a video coming soon. In fact, I might just get it out now for you, man. Yeah. Woo. I'll get it out now. Let's get this one out here. Beterbiev. And what this shows is... I'll just play, actually. Scrap it.
But can we see, is it possible at all that we see a rematch from the amateurs, you against Alexander Usyk at like a catch weight or something?
No, he's too strong to me, you know. He's like heavyweight, like, you know, he's too strong.
But he said that he might come back down weight again.
Even he come back down. Yeah, if he come back to light heavyweight, no problem.
Yeah. But not even at cruiserweight. Cruiserweight is still too big.
No. He's too strong. He's too good to, you know.
But can we see, is it possible?
So you heard them bars from Artur. What does this show? This shows the guy isn't a megalomaniac who's like, yeah, I'm going to punk Bivol because I want to be hard. This was a sportsmanship error from... Yes, it wasn't Bivol coming out saying... He did say a few things, though. He did say a few moody things about the judges. I can't remember exactly what, but Bivol did come out. Yes, he wasn't as bad as his team. Eddie Hearn was saying, yeah, it's a Kabbalah scam. His moody manager, it's a scam. But Bivol did... I did videos on it. Bivol did say a few suspect things. So the reason Beterbiev's rejected the handshake is like... You know. As a man, you know. And Bivol knew better. That's the point I'm making. Bivol knew better than to even be entertaining at that. He should have come out and said, listen, mate, he beat my ass. I got to be better in the rematch. That's what he should have done. He was on my ass and almost got stopped. Not allowing the charade to continue. But these guys, he got robbed. So that's what Beterbiev don't respect. Clearly. Beterbiev don't have to come out. Usyk's probably not going to come down to cruiserweight, so Beterbiev could have pretended he's hard and said, yeah, I'll fill him right in at heavyweight. Right? He could have done that. That's what some man... If Tyson Fury was a light heavyweight, he'd be sitting in now saying, you see you gap-toothed plumber from the Ukraine, you are getting it. Yeah? That's what Fury would be doing, right? Beterbiev told you straight up, he's too big, too strong, too good. So this guy isn't just disrespectful. Yeah, he doesn't like the way Bivol and his team have operated, pretending, masquerading to some extent. I guess you can argue, well, they are doing the rematch, so Bivol can't be that shook YB because the rematch is happening. So I do respect Bivol on that front. Either way, though, I believe, did they shake hands in the first face-off? We'd have to look it up, actually. I'm pretty sure they did shake hands in the first face-off. Let's have a look here. Beterbiev versus Bivol face-off. This could completely debunk all the bars I've just chatted. Here we go, 3 months ago. Let's see what they did. Okay.
and dignified world light heavyweight champion. So that's Dmitry Bivol. Do, fellas, is I know you did it before we went on, but could we shake hands for one last time before we get to Riyadh? One last time?
I don't have problems with this.
Yes, please.
See, there you go. Oops. So before the first fight, they shook hand. And Bivol says, in this one, I don't have a problem with shaking hands. This is in the first fight. In the second fight, Beterbiev says no. And Bivol then says, no. Trust me, if Beterbiev had said yes, Bivol would have been like trying to reduce the level of the beats he's getting. He's proper getting filled in, seriously. I'm convinced now. He's getting proper filled in. Beterbiev playing for keeps this time. Beterbiev had mercy on his ass before. And Beterbiev now wants to shut up all them fake news narratives about Ramzan Kadyrov and all the moody. Oh, he got robbed. When you get... Listen, people, listen. On February 22nd, when your head gets knocked off, you'll be wishing that you made it on points. You should have been grateful that I'll give you the mercy to survive. So you've even got a narrative. By the time I finish your ass the second time, there will be no narrative there. It'll be proper sparked out, old school, washed up, nothing left, finished. And you'll be at the back arse of nowhere, on the undercard somewhere, by the time I finish with you. That's where you'll be at, empirically speaking. So, let's have a look at the odds. Let's see where the coins are at right now. Got a few coins on still. Beterbiev. Because the odds, I mean, I wanted to put a little bit on Beterbiev winning on points. Beterbiev odds checker. That's what I really wanted to do. But I'm thinking now I can see Bivol getting stopped. Because what's Bivol going to do? Bivol started off really well and really fast. And he got goosed. So what he's got to do is start even quick, or he's got to maintain the quickness for longer. You just get tired. He'll get super tired. And or he might come in wanting to establish himself. That's what they say about pressure fighters. You want to establish yourself and let them know there's nothing sweet here. In doing that though, you can proper puff yourself out. If you're not naturally someone who can fight that way, when you go in there trying to make a point, and you're not a make-a-point fighter, Bivol's not a make-a-point fighter. He is a touch butt in the park, Conor McGregor with Ido Portal. That's what he wants to do. Nate Diaz exposed it. Nate Diaz exposed Conor McGregor playing touch butt in the park with Ido Portal. That's Bivol's shtick. I'm gonna go in there, have a 12-round stinker with you, and bore the pants off the fans. So if you go in there and you think, yeah, I need to get respect, he's gonna be puffing hard. And Beterbiev, he is an apex predator. Yeah, he's from the Nefanderalian lineage. Oh, AB, it's Neanderthal. It's Nefanderal. Nefanderl. Nefanderalian, 100%. There's no Neanderthal. It's Nefanderal, folks. Bash. Yeah, Beterbiev is from the Nefanderalian lineage. Apex predator. That's the bottom line here. That's what he is. He's apex. So he goes in there, and a squabble to him is like, whatever. Like another walk in the park. He's not sitting there expending a whole bunch of energy, loading up and fighting for his life. He's super calm with it. Apex. People, how many times have you seen a lion shitting itself, chasing an antelope around? Never. That's what he's made to do. You understand that one there? You never see it. Apex, predator. Apex, Nefanderalian. That's what he is. And he knows what he's tasted in there. He tasted... Bivol's not a punk, yeah, but he ain't... Apex is what he's not. He's like mid-food chain. Mid to upper food chain. That's where he is. He's not a bottom feeder. He's a mid... He's in the top quartile of the food chain. He's not apex. The pinnacle of the apex. And the pinnacle of the apex is the Nefanderal predator. Yeah? You might watch that film. The Predator film was a documentary about the lineage. That's from Beterbiev's lineage. Them predator cats. The cats in the movie. Beterbiev derives... What do they call it? He's like another... he's off that branch, essentially. Yeah? 10,000 years ago, when the predators were coming down, he's off one of them lines. One of them genetic lines. That's where he's from, for sure. Apex. No doubt about him. And he's going to stalk this guy. He's going to get punched up, seriously. He's getting some proper arm done. I like Bivol, I do like him. But he's getting some proper arm done to him this time. Because Beterbiev ain't playing now. He knows exactly what he's got to do. Exactly. And he's going in there rock hard. That first fight, I have to admit, he was semi-long. He wasn't rock hard for it. Now is no excuse from either man, really. But who looked dangerous is Beterbiev. Anyway, let's look at the odds. You got Beterbiev at 2-1 for the KO. Or you got Beterbiev over 3-1 for the decision. It's probably best you just go on Beterbiev to win, isn't it, really? Which is about 1-1. That's what I'm thinking now. I'll probably put a tenner on Beterbiev by points. I can see him getting... Then again, Bivol knows how to run around, doesn't he? He really can just run. So what happened is, how I expect the fight to go is, the first 6, I expect Bivol to look better than the first 6 in the first fight. I really do. And then his wheels will fall off. And they'll fall off much more than last time. And he will be a sitting duck. And you'll see him get whooped around the ring for the last 5 rounds. Literally. He will not throw a punch for the next fight. He'll look really good and really sharp. He'll burn all of his gas. And he'll be an accident waiting to happen. He'll be fish food. And you'll see the differentiation between apex predator and mid-tier bottom feeder. That's what you'll start to see down the back straight again. But more so, because he blew his load. The problem with blowing your load is, unless you get a knockdown, which Bivol in my opinion is never going to get, unless you score a knockdown, blowing your load in round 2 or 3, or in 3 or 4 of the early rounds, let's say Bivol wins 4 of the first 6 rounds. If you've blown your load in the first 4 of the 6 rounds, that does nothing to help you in the back straight at all. They're still only rounds. So you really want to be able to win rounds comfortably, which is what Beterbiev does. Beterbiev can pick rounds up, doing it all day and night. Bivol's going to have to work so hard to win rounds. And I think he might get carried away, get excited, really start loading up, which to some extent he did in the first fight as well. He starts thrashing around, but he can't punch. His best bet, honestly, Bivol's best bet is to come out not holding his feet at all. Literally, just try and do a Erislandy Lara versus Canelo job. That's what he should do. Because he was using his feet anyway. So he might as well just try and pick him and frustrate him. That's his only chance. If he comes to fight more... And in fact, I think that's more likely Bivol wins as well. That makes it more interesting. If he comes and tries to hold his feet, he's going to be proper goosed. Proper goosed. Seriously. Anyway, I'll be lying to you though. Yeah, the fight on the bookies is more or less, it's like a 45-55 type fight. Really, it's close to 1-1 at this point. 50-50. To some extent it is that way, but the edge has got to be with Beterbiev. I don't know what people was watching, to be honest. People are giving it credit for being closer than it was. That said though, one asterisk I do have to put. Whilst Beterbiev is of the Saudi sect, which I speculated it being beneficial. If it goes to points and it's close, Beterbiev should get the nod. What we've noticed is, in Saudi, when a fight's close, I think Turkey almost goes the other way. He says, I don't want to be seen as the dictator, so I'll make sure they win by a bigger margin next time. Look at Usyk and Fury, for example. All of us thought, well, Turkey, the rig's in for Tyson, and it went the other way, as if to prove the point, no, I'm not rigging it for no one. So that is a risk here. It's a risk that Turkey's heard the backlash from Beterbiev. Or he's heard the backlash. Oh yeah, you've only backed him because he's Muslim. And Turkey might come out now and say, well, you know what I mean? I just don't know about that one there. So, then again, Beterbiev could stop his ass or put him down a few times or proper fill him in. What's Bivol going to do, man? What's Bivol going to do? Stink the place out. That's his best bet. His best bet is to stink the place out and win on points. That's his only chance, man. Stink the place out. I can't back a stinker, put it that way. I'd rather lose money betting on Beterbiev than backing someone who's going to stink the place out. At the end of the day, if Bivol does come to stink the place out, Beterbiev's just got to walk straight in. Get on him. In straight lines. That's what he's got to do. Get straight on him, come right in and wail over him. Get right on him. Start sprinting in. Mike Tyson used to do this thing where... What would he do? He'd slip right, slip left and bring his right foot forward. So he'd be like skipping in. It's quicker. He wouldn't track his... Normally in boxing, you've got your left foot forward and your right foot back and you step, step, step. Mike Tyson would go right foot forward. He'd like skip in like that. That's how you get on them. They ain't got no time to react. You come forward, skipping, skipping, skipping. shuffling in. You take big lunges. That's how you cut the ring off, man, with this cat here. You just run into him, essentially. Chisora does it as well, I think. Chisora does it. He dips, turns southpaw, turns orthodox, and he gets to his opponent. That's the play here. That's what I'd engage for Beterbiev. Just get on him ASAP. Anyway, interesting times. I'm excited for this whole card, to be fair. It's a banging card, and salute. I know I have banter on Bivol, but he is taking the rematch. From what I saw, I wouldn't have been shocked if he didn't want it. So there is something about him. He's not a complete punk. But I think he gets filled in. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.